Princess Gisla, I beg you not to do this. I know my destiny is to be with you. And I swear that, like you, I am prepared to defend Paris to the death.
This scene is the ultimate operational pivot for the character of Rollo and the survival of the Frankish state. We are witnessing a cognitive rewiring. What makes this moment so profound isn't the romantic sentiment, but the clinical precision with which a beast performs a total system reset to infiltrate a higher status civilization. This is the exact moment Rollo liquidates his past, not through violence, but through linguistic acquisition. It is the bridge between being a mercenary asset and becoming a sovereign stakeholder. To understand the weight of this exchange, we have to audit the operational deficit Rollo has been facing since the wedding. He was traded to Paris as a kinetic shield, but he lacked the software to interact with the Frankish hardware. He was a duke in title, but a prisoner in practice, mocked by the very woman who was supposed to be his gateway to legitimacy. Before this moment, Rollo had already performed the ultimate sunk-cost maneuver. He slaughtered his own Viking encampment. He burned his only bridge back to the north, gambling everything on a Frankish system that currently views him as a biological anomaly. Gisla has been pushing for an annulment based on non-consummation, a legal technicality used to purge an unwanted asset. Rollo is currently standing in a strategic grave. If this marriage is dissolved, he has no warriors, no family, and no country. He has spent months in silence, performing a secret intelligence-gathering mission, learning the language of the enemy to hack the heart of the state.
Duke Rollo, by the powers vested in me by His Holiness the Pope, I have come to serve upon you the papers of annulment, formally ending your marriage with the Princess Gisla. Since the marriage has not been consummated, under Christian law, it does not exist.
This is Abbot Lupus deploying a legalistic kill switch. He is using Christian law as a forensic tool to delete Rollo's status. The term "does not exist" is a total liquidation of Rollo's political identity. Note the information asymmetry. The Frankish court believes Rollo is a dumb asset who cannot comprehend the death sentence being read to him.
What do you know, old man? I understand. I have learned your language.
This is the most significant status shift in the series. By speaking their tongue, Rollo destroys the language barrier that served as his cage. He has moved from a primitive variable to a cognitive peer. The phrase, "I understand," is a direct strike against the Frankish assumption of superiority. He has hacked the system.
Princess Gisla, I beg you not to do this. I know my destiny is to be with you. And I swear that, like you, I am prepared to defend Paris to the death.
Rollo executes a value proposition alignment. He doesn't just beg for her, he aligns his destiny with her ideological anchor, the defense of Paris. By using the phrase "like you," he is performing identity mirroring. He is proving that he has audited her soul and found that they both worship the same thing, the survival of the city. He is no longer a Viking invader, he is a Frankish patriot.
Leave us.
I have come all the way from Rome, surely.
Surely you will find refreshments elsewhere in the palace. I do thank you for your pains, such as they are.
This is Princess Gisla seizing frame control. She immediately ejects the third-party variables, the church. The dismissal of the abbot is a sovereign reassertion. She recognizes that the data has changed, and she needs to perform a private audit of this new, literate version of Rollo.
So you have confessed your love and devotion. Let me ask you something, Rollo. Now we can speak to one another. And I don't pretend it hasn't touched me that you have learned our language.
Gisla moves to interrogative intimacy. She acknowledges the language acquisition as a high-value effort. This is the first time she treats him as a human participant rather than a transaction. She is lowering her defenses, but only to prepare for a deeper, more clinical probe into his loyalties.
Let me ask you what is more important to you. Our marriage? Your appointment by the Emperor? Or your Viking soul?
This is the Triadic Trap. She is forcing Rollo to prioritize his assets: our marriage, personal; your appointment, political; or Viking soul, core identity. She is looking for the breach point. She wants to know if the hardware, his body, has truly been taken over by new software, Frankish loyalty.
Did I not kill all my own warriors?
Yes. But I think that is a very Viking thing to do, no? It wasn't personal. I don't know if it meant anything to you.
Rollo attempts to cite his sunk cost, killing his men, as proof of loyalty. This is Princess Gisla performing a cynical reclassification. She dismisses the slaughter as very Viking, categorizing it as chaotic violence rather than political commitment. She is demanding effective evidence. She wants to know if he is capable of feeling, not just killing.
This means something to me. This is personal. Do with it what you will.
The final asset surrender. By handing her his knife or his fate, Rollo is performing a vulnerability anchor. He is moving the transaction from the political ledger to the emotional ledger. He is telling her that his Viking soul has been liquidated, and all that is left is the man she sees. He gives her the power to execute the annulment or authorize the marriage. He has surrendered the frame to win the woman. When we audit this scene, we find a concept that is painfully human: the cost of belonging. Rollo has spent his entire life in the shadow of a legend, his brother Ragnar. To move out of that shadow, he didn't just change sides, he changed his internal OS. The tragedy here is the identity deficit. To win Gisla, Rollo had to commit cultural suicide. He learned the language of the people who hate him so he could tell them he loves them. It's a move of extreme strategic genius, but it's also a move of profound loneliness. He is a man who has erased his own source code to fit into a new database. Gisla's question about the Viking soul is the ultimate forensic knife. She knows that a man who can kill his own people is a man who has no floor, no foundational loyalty. By handing her the decision, Rollo is gambling that love is a stronger status anchor than culture. He isn't just defending Paris, he is building a new version of himself where the beast is housebroken by the princess. In the grand audit of history, this wasn't a romance, it was a hostile takeover of Rollo's heart. He saved his title and his marriage, but he permanently liquidated the man he used to be. The Viking soul didn't die in battle. It died in a quiet room in Paris, translated into a language it never wanted to speak.